Hey, George, you ain't got Eddie, and I'm gonna find you on the road. You don't have to find me.
Come on, video this, get video.
Casey's parents, George and Cindy, pushed to the brink by the unimaginable pressure and the grief of having lost their granddaughter. Jose, almost a year out after little Kaylee's remains were found and identified, how are these two individuals, my heart goes out to them, how are they holding up?
Well, the entire family is going through a really difficult time, and it hasn't ended because they may lose another family member. The state wants to kill Casey Anthony. I think it's an atrocious thing to want to kill another human being, and I'm an opponent of the death penalty, and I think it's just a horrible thing.
You're kind of her lifeline in a sense. I mean, here's a woman who's facing the possibility of a young woman, 23, right?
Yes.
Lethal injection or possibly the electric chair. And you're pretty much the person she's interacting with. It's been, what, something like a year since Cindy and George, her parents, have been able to visit her in jail and have one of those jailhouse conversations, right?
Yes. And it's a scary thought, you know. Here we are in a situation where this young woman needs the presumption of innocence unlike anyone else. And it's because this person is, and I believe this with any case, not just death penalty cases, but specifically the death penalty, you can't take it back. So she needs all of her constitutional rights preserved, and we need to make sure that this is done right. And that's what scares us really the most.
Are you going to get a change of venue, do you think?
We certainly hope so. The court is not going to rule on this until it's much closer to trial, so that way the new area doesn't get tainted if, in fact, he would grant the change of venue motion.
And you got to do a check fraud trial, too. And
Yes.
that's coming up soon, and that's got to be a distraction.
Oh, it certainly is. It certainly is. And it's a very tough job, and we're all doing the best we can. I'm fortunate that I have good lawyers around me and people who are committed to justice and committed to helping Casey as much as we possibly can.
Oh, here's a question I know you're not going to be able to answer, but you don't just have good lawyers. You've got a dream team, and everybody in America wonders, how is she paying for this dream team?
Well, that's confidential, and I'm not in the business of revealing client confidences.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel persecuted? You've had 3 complaints filed with the Florida Bar Association. Each time they investigated and said, nothing here. They dismissed them, but that's got to leave you feeling a little bit like, I got to watch my back. What's going on there?
You know, initially, I have to tell you, it was very scaring, especially when we had a situation where the judge felt compelled to reveal or report what came across his desk. You know, it's a tough position to be in. It really is. And I became a criminal defense lawyer because I'm a true believer. I believe in our civil rights, and I believe in fighting and trying to help people. And you know, it's easy to talk the talk, but now I've had to walk the walk. And it's been a scary process. And
do you ever regret it?
If you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
Do you ever regret it? Do you ever wake up in the morning and go, why did I get involved with this?
No, because, you know, if I'm going to be true to my convictions, I can't be. And, you know, it's tough. I won't deny it, and I won't say that, you know, it's not something that you don't worry about, because I have a family, people who love me and they're concerned about me, and it's especially tough. I have, but you know, I don't take that. There are other lawyers who fought more unpopular causes than I, and have sacrificed a lot more and had to withstand a lot more. And if I ever choose to rise to that level or even come close to it, I'm going to have to walk the walk, and that's how I feel about it. I'm truly passionate about my convictions, and I believe in what I do, and I believe the role of a criminal defense lawyer should be that.
Yes or no question. Have you cried about this case?
No comment.
I think that means yes. I think that means yes.
I will say this.
Hold it. We'll get it right after the break. Stick around. More questions with Casey Anthony's now famous attorney, Jose Valez, about what they're calling the trial of the century.
I got within 3 feet of my daughter's car, and worst odor that you could possibly smell in this world. And I've smelled that odor before. It smelled like a decomposed body.